Welcome back, everybody. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at a half-whole diminished legato lick. Here it is. So whilst this lesson isn't going to be a lesson on the half-whole diminished scale per se, I think it'd be a good idea to at least give a brief explanation in terms of how it's put together and its usage. So as the name implies, it's a scale literally consisting of half steps and whole steps, and it's a symmetrical scale. It's an 8-note symmetrical scale. So we're going to be starting here on G, and it just goes like this. Like that. So it's, it moves in this very symmetrical fashion, and in terms of the lick that we're going to be covering in a bit, we're going to be moving it in minor thirds. So in terms of that, it moves in inversions, similar in the way that diminished seventh arpeggios would. So you're literally moving it in steps, but you're dealing with the same notes basically. So if you play G half whole like that, and then you move up a minor third and play B flat whole half, you've moved it up in inversions, but it's still all the same group of notes. So in terms of its usage over chords and whatnot, it definitely sounds sounds a lot better over altered dominant chords. So particularly, if we take good old E7 sharp 9 or Hendrix chord, it sounds really lush over that. With flat 5 as well, so maybe this one, like that, or we can do with the 13. So quite a lot of choice there. So that's a brief explanation of its usage and kind of how the scale's put together. So with all that in mind, let's crack on with the lesson. So this lick is going to start on the 5th fret of the 4th string, and we're just going to be moving in this hammer pull-off fashion. So what we've got here is we've got 5, 6, 8. So we literally got pick, hammer, hammer like that. So simple enough so far. And then we're going to skip over the 3rd string and we're doing exactly the same frets on the B string. So it's going to be 5, 6, 8 like that. So we should have both of these. Hopefully that makes sense. And then what we're going to do, we're going to get this note on the top on the 1st string. So it's going to be on the 4th fret. And then we're just going to play this phrase. Like that. So that's where the pull-off's coming into it as well. So both together. I'll do it once more. And then we're just going to come back down the way we came and end on that note as well. So we start on that note and we're going to end on it as well. So all together. So I'll do it once more. Hopefully that makes sense. And then what we're going to do, we're going to, so once we've ended on that note, we're going to slide up 3 frets. So we're going to slide up to 8 like that. So, both those together. Like that. So we're just, that help it be a bit smoother, And then we're going to play exactly the same. It's going to be sort of the same fashion as before. So, but in this case, we're going to be doing 8, 9, 11. So that pick, hammer, hammer thing again. Like that. And then same thing on the B string. So, like that. So, should have this. And exactly the same phrase as before. And it'll just look like this. Only that top note is going to be on the 7th fret. And then that same hammer and pull off phrase as well. So from the beginning. And then we just go back down the way we came. So the symmetrical scale makes it quite easy in terms of the fingering. So once we've got that, we're going to slide it with our first finger and move 3 frets all the way up to 11. So, and then it's the same type of phrase. So only this time it's going to be 11, 12, 14, then 11, 12, 14 on the B. So both those. And then we're going to be doing that top note once again, but it's going to be on the 10th fret. So it's going to be this. Like that. Like that. So I'll do all 3 of them together so you can just sort of see how it's all put together, And then we're going to be doing, for the final one, we're going to be sliding up to 14 and then doing 14, 15, 17, then 14, 15, 17 on the B as well. Like that. So hopefully that makes sense. And then that top note we're going to be getting is on 13 of the first string. So like that. So we're basically near the end. So to complete that phrase, what we're going to do is, that's the note that we stop on, and then we're going to do a bend from 18 all the way up to 21. So it's going to be like this half step, whole step sort of bend. So it's going to look like this. Like that. So very satisfying once you can get that bend. So that bend is meant to go up to 21. So that's your target note. So that phrase all together. Like that. It's very satisfying once you get that. Outlines of diminished sound really, really nicely. So that's it. That's the whole phrase. I'll do it from the beginning a couple of times slowly so we don't get too overwhelmed. But that's the whole thing. And the fact that it's all symmetrical as well means that once you've remembered one, you've basically got them all. So, with that in mind, just go straight from the beginning. Do it once more. And that's the whole phrase. That's it. So once you get that under your fingers, once you got that, you got kind of like a lick to sort of play with, and the fact that it's in a symmetrical fashion just makes it really easy on the fingers, and it makes it very fun to play as well. So there you go. I do hope you found this video useful and informative. If you did, please like the video and of course subscribe to the channel. In the meantime, here's an example of the lick we just learned today, but in context. See you very soon.